Hey Zookeepers, it's your boy Brandon, one of the Kaiju Hollywood bad boys, and we're going to be covering the last two Evangelion movies, these next two episodes. Originally we were going to do it as a one-parter, but then apparently when you talk about two movies for 4 hours, you kind of got to split it up, but we spent 2.5 hours talking about the other one. So it's going to be a bit of a shorter episode. We're just going to see about talking about that Evangelion 3.0 You Cannot Redo, with special guest Jon Lyons, who will also be on the next episode too. So you get a double dose of Jon Lyons. Put some sound effects in after that. But yeah, it was a fun discussion. This will be a bit of a quicker episode, and then next week we'll be back with a very long one. Talk about the last Evangelion movie, Evangelion 4.0. I'm not doing the full title. I don't have 3 hours to do that. But if you like what you hear, always like and subscribe on that good old Apple Podcast or Spotify. Follow us on Twitter at Podzooky. It's just at Podzooky, which is kind of nice. And hopefully enjoy these next two ones. Anno's got a lot for us to think about and, joke about. It's just humor, I guess. If you like that, I guess.
Render unto Ghidra what is Ghidra's. 10 to 1 he sees you through a beaker and a tweezers. Read the fine print and be like, what's the big deal? Spun wheels of steel since broke wheel, big wheel. Back when it was greasy as curl, now it's easy dread. Had a rhyme on how they used to tease him about his peasy head. Yes, y'all, to the beat. Have a ball.
A lot of anti-ogre sentiment.
Yeah.
Somebody once told me that it's very hard being in that industry.
Yeah. People always tell you to take a swamp on their chest.
Yeah. The world's gonna roll at you if you don't stand up for yourself. Yeah.
This is good. All right, I'm glad I hit start recording now.
All right, absolutely.
All right, let me take one more.
Yeah, we're gonna get nice and loose.
What's your hat? I like your hat.
Oh, it's the Niners from Deep Space Nine. The episode where they play the baseball game. Take me out to the holosuite.
the one episode where they play baseball?
Yeah, well, they talk about baseball a lot in the rest of it, but they don't play baseball.
Cisco loves baseball.
Yeah, he's a baseball man.
Yeah, it's better than the Enterprise, where Captain Archer's favorite sport was water polo.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. So I think they were kind of throwing things at a dartboard on that.
Well, yeah, I think it's definitely they rushed that series through.
We need people to know he's the most privileged white man, even in the Star Trek setting still.
Right. It can't be regular polo where he's riding around on a horse. It's got to be the wild kinds.
Yeah, it's not. You have to be privileged in order to play that sport.
Right. We can that way we can still keep going to water planets, and the sets will be cheap because there's just water.
In the water, you have a silly hat on, and you have to throw a ball around. That's privilege. I'm sorry.
Do they still have horses in the future, or is it so far in the future that all horses have become water?
Man.
A water horse.
Damn.
Steven
In
Spielberg's
Star Trek
water
or in
horse.
Ava?
Yeah.
In either.
Well, now they just ride seahorses then that they brought onto land, and they just kind of bounce around with springy tails.
I don't think any Ava they've ever shown a horse. So,
Wow. Yeah, I don't think so.
Not even the cloud sequence when they're all...
Yeah, I was just about to say, in the third movie, there's that cloud sequence. But those weren't real horses. Those were, heart horses.
Yeah.
See, okay,
Spirit horses.
So G Gundam is a better anime because it does have a horse that controls a giant robot
giant
instead of not
horse.
having horses at all.
Wait, which one of those?
Oh, G Gundam.
Oh, yeah.
Stereo.
With Space Mexico, yeah.
Space Mexico. Was it?
Oh, Neo Mexico.
His name's ridiculous.
that's
Isn't it like Lord Master or something like that?
That sounds right.
Well, there's Texas Mac, who had a robot horse or something. His robot was on a robot horse.
I forgot his name.
Texas Mac. Yeah, I said it like that.
Master Asia was his name.
Okay. No, that's Shin Getter with Texas Mac, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's like something. It's the Gundam Baxter, and I forgot what the name of the American, but Chickadee Cricket is his name. That's it. And giant blue hair bouffant, and then has the American flag. Has 4 busty ladies always chasing him around. You know what? That's American, in my opinion.
Yeah.
American.
This is America.
If you're listening to this in another country, that's how we had to get through.
Well, you know what? Let's do that. Welcome to Podzooky, America's podcast about American culture through the eye of G Gundam. So we have giant robots. All of our women are busty as hell. And listen, our country is destroyed in some unknown war, but we're not upset about it. We still got the Statue of Liberty, and she's got a laser attached to her. So that's what matters the most.
Absolutely. As long as the tits are okay.
Her tits survived the unknown war. That's what matters the most. Hey, it's me, Brandon, one of the Kaiju Hollywood boys.
What's wrong with you today?
I guess I haven't drank enough yet. I'm one of the Kaiju Hollywood bad boys, Brandon Kirkman.
I'm Luke Evan Slip, another one of your Kaiju Hollywood bad boys. See, that's how you do an introduction.
Thank you.
I'm Martin Felshman, your third Hollywood Kaiju bad boy, and everyone give it up right now for our special guest, the one and only, the illustrious Jon Lyons.
Hey everybody, it's Jon Lyons. I don't have a thing, so I'm just going to copy Martin's, I think.
Yeah.
And, I don't have anybody else to introduce, but it's me.
You can introduce Abigail the cat.
Hey, there we go.
She's really cute.
She's not going to say much.
I have a great tabby, by the way. 2 great tabbies, Missy Elliott and Abigail, but Abigail's in right now. She's got little socks that are...
You're talking about robots. I always like the trope, like a mech that's piloted by like a kitten.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Do you mean literal socks or like a cat socks kind with that she's got?
Outlaw Star, there was...
Like
wasn't
kitten
there...
mittens.
There's like a younger one that had like a cat-themed one. I forgot.
There was the Gatal Gatal. What's her name? The cat lady.
Oh, Aisha Clan. Yeah, I jerked off to her a lot as a kid. I know her.
Oh, yeah.
So, we should say that we're actually a podcast that talks about kaijus and giant monsters. And you know what? I'm going to say this now. We're talking the last 2 Evangelion rebuild movies, which is... Let me get the titles here, because I wrote them down.
Evangelion 3.33, and...
you cannot redo. Yeah. And then you have Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0, Thrice Upon a Time, also known as Evangelion 1.5, 1.5, Math is Fun, Everyone Should Marry a Calculator, or Evangelion 4, we just fucking named it right for once.
Evangelion 8 plus 10 plus 11 plus 5, or whatever it was. But I think that
You cannot go fuck yourselves. We're done.
Alternate titles for me, I think, should be either Goodbye Evangelion or my favorite, Portrait of the Artist as an Old Man.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a good one. That's. This is gonna go really ahead right away, but I guess I can't say. We'll wait till we get there. But the difference between Hideaki Anno when he made End of Evangelion versus this is like you can tell somebody's lived a life between that of extreme depression to like, you know what, maybe I won't kill myself.
Well, it's like I said during the last few Eva reviews, like he's not in the man that he was when he made Eva the first time, and it turns out that's what the whole fucking movies were about.
Right. And I think too that I don't know if you've seen any of the little mangas that his wife has made, but it's pretty clear that like his own personal experiences with where he got the idea for the dynamic here in the 4th movie between Gendo and Yui. It really seems like he's real life inspired that as well. But we can talk about that was like momentarily
super obvious as soon as he started talking about liking being alone all the time as a child.
Isn't Mari supposed to be based off his wife too?
Is she? I haven't heard anything, but I could definitely see that.
That's how I interpreted it, and some people on like the subreddits have interpreted it the same way, but. Yeah, we're still getting to the end of the last movie, where
I thought she was like a kind of a tongue-in-cheek Mary Sue idea of like, oh, this is the kind of character you'd expect in a mecha show, but we're gonna fuck with that a little bit because this ain't your dad's mecha show, except now it literally is.
It's your dad's mecha show.
Yeah, it's your dad's mecha show.
But it's not. It's all at the same time, and then you're fighting inside of a studio. What's going on? Let's get into this. I'm gonna. Where
the cameras have
it's your estranged dad's mecha show.
On them. Yeah. I don't know if that's a thing.
So for anybody listening to this episode,
it's like a stop motion thing.
I feel like we should do this more often, but at this point forward, we're gonna have a lot of spoilers. But we're talking about the rebuild 3rd movie of Evangelion. We're gonna go through it very quick because all of us don't like it, and nobody really.
I wouldn't say I don't like it. My headcanon for it that I help and makes me enjoy it more is that it's a metaphor for a failed suicide attempt.
Oh yeah.
That's why he's got the DSS choker that's gonna blow his head off, and everybody's afraid of him. Like if you knew wherever, I've never been close to somebody who's attempted suicide, but I imagine like. You're scared.
Wait, he used to do comedy, right?
He's been out.
Not close to anyone who's attempted suicide.
I'm not going to say that I don't like it, but I am very thankful that I didn't watch it when it came out, and then I had to wait 9 years for the sequel.
That's the problem.
Yeah, it didn't make an impression on me at all.
3.33 is basically set up for this movie.
Right.
Now, if it come out like 2 years later, that would have been fine, but 9 fucking years.
I think they should have just gone the full 14, so it could be like the real parallel between what happened to Shinji.
If you were 10 years old when 3.33 came out, you'd be in college now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's insane to think about. It's one of those things. So yeah, we're going to go through 3 a little bit quicker to talk about 4 because we didn't do it on the.
We also got at the end of the second movie. Basically, the third impact was starting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shinji goes all Gurren Lagann and tries to pull Rei out of the weird little limbo thing.
He does pull her out.
Both times doesn't work really.
And they play
spoiler for Gurren Lagann too. Sorry.
They play a Vietnam War protest song that sung by Rei's voice actor, which is kind of cool.
I thought it was Mari's voice actor who did that.
I don't think so. I think in the credits it says...
Because she was like stunt casting in the second movie, wasn't she? I thought she was like a pop star.
Wait, she did a backflip?
I should probably look that up before I brought it up because I'm very likely wrong.
Listeners at home, tweet at us at Podzooky because we'll read it on air, which is always fun, but also we don't want to do any research. Thank you.
No, absolutely not. Phone's all the way over there.
Reading is for the stupidest people alive.
But yeah, I rewatched 3.33. Me and John both did. Not together, but we were talking about it before. And it opens up with a really cool action sequence.
Absolutely, yeah. It's
that's the highlight of the movie for me is that for sure. I'd say.
Mm-hmm. And they also set up the aesthetic for these movies. I like how like all the technology is like largely made out of like older technology. Like they're kind of like married to each other.
For sure, and you can see it too in the little bits and like greebles and everything are a lot of it actually things that exist in real life, but then they are bolted to the various Eva technology with more of this bizarre Eva technology. So yeah, everything looks kind of cannibalized and scraped together in kludgy, and it gives a sense of the scale of it too, because you see these battleships and aircraft carriers and things that are just being used like in Macross or something as parts of it.
There's nobody on those ships. They're just used as like shields or whatever, and I like they all have like little threads above them.
But that's in the fourth one though. Did they show that in the
both
third
of them
one?
too.
Yeah, they both have
that. When the Wunder originally takes off, there's a shot after they win that battle that zooms way out and it shows the whole fleet with like the Wunder in the center and all the traditional ships, and they're all being suspended on these little energy beams, which I thought was really cute when I first saw it, because it's obviously a shout out to like old tokusatsu and everything like that. And I think Anno, I was sort of thinking about this with these last 2 movies. He seems like he's really self-conscious about the career that he's chosen. And so he feels like people won't take him seriously, even though obviously everybody does. And so he's like putting these effects in there and like, look, see, it's just a movie. I know it's just a movie.
There's that, but I also feel he's kind of like embracing some of the anime silliness. Like there's especially a scene in the fourth one where they're playing like Space Battleship Yamato, whatever it is. Like tile music, and it felt like a 70s space.
No, I looked that up actually, like the other day or yesterday after watching the movie, and that's a cover of the music from Nadia, Secret of Blue Water, like one of the first things Anno ever worked on, where the new Nautilus takes off, and then the Wunder is apparently kind of based on that, and that's the music that's playing when that scene happens. And apparently in the third movie too, when the Wunder launches, they're playing the Nadia music, and of course I had no fucking idea.
I like that though. They're very anime songs, so that makes sense. It's a cover.
Yeah, it does sound very Yamato
over the
disco.
I thought that was all like a big Nadia reference, the beginning of the fourth, because it takes place in Paris. Nadia was like the first big thing that Gainax worked on along with Studio Ghibli.
Oh no way! I'm not too familiar with. Really, the only thing I know about Nadia is the previews that came at the beginning of ADV.
Oh man, those are the days.
Yeah.
Ninja Scroll.
Super Atragon.
Empty Guys.
I love those anime trailers because they never had dialogue. It was just like songs playing, and then they would show clips from the anime. And
I like they would specifically knew teenagers, especially young boys like myself, were buying it, so they just show you violence and tits. I'm like, hell yeah, dude, gotta get this VHS.
Time to go to Suncoast.
Or FYE, depending on where you lived. But
Sam Goody, they had the shit.
Oh yeah, Sam Goody.
I feel like another thing, and why we can kind of go through the plot of 3 really quick, and I'm just gonna call it 3 because there's no fucking way I'm doing that every time. It's so fucking stupid.
No, I love so the titles of the first 3 always make me think of Borat. Like this suit is not black.
Oh man, could you imagine if they got Borat to pilot an Ava? Ooh, man.
My mom.
Okay, we gotta make this happen now.
Yeah.
Who would Gendo be then? Would it just be his fat friend from the first one?
Yes, it would definitely be Borat's fat friend.
Yeah. It's his name.
We
can't do this.
Or Giuliani.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh god, Giuliani is Gandalf.
But I feel like as we get into the plot of the 3, we'll go through it pretty quick here. But like towards the end of it, I sent this in the group text even before we had the recording here, which is like the last 20 minutes of the third movie is every line, or at least every other line, is just exposition trying to tell you what's going on, and it's all jargon.
Yeah, and I was thinking as I was watching it too, how much grief could have been saved if they just gave Shinji an info dump right away.
Yeah.
He's like, "What's going on? Everybody, who are you? Like, where?" And they all
tell me something.
They all just kind of glower at him, and then when Ray comes to pick him up, he's like, "Well, you guys won't tell me anything."
That's the reason I didn't like 3 when I first watched it, because it's like, you know exactly what kind of person Shinji is. Why are you doing this?
He's a dumb idiot baby who needs everything told to him.
They haven't seen him for 14 years. Maybe they forgot.
Yeah.
So, but for him, it was like a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
So the movie does start with a very cool space battle scene to basically retrieve Shinji.
Yeah, the spaciness of it is great.
Yeah, like, these movies, Anno's really into like the technology world building stuff. Like even in like the second movie, I loved when they finally showed those pylons move that were like to redirect sunlight.
And I mean, I said this last time, but we always need more additional pylons.
You can't have enough pylons.
Pile on those pylons.
Yeah. Lost showed us that.
Yeah, thank you.
Spawn more pylons.
Need additional pylons. Yeah, it's a really cool fight scene, and they eventually show it where...
It's not, I guess, fight scene, but it's really more like a rescue.
Well, yeah, it's like a rescue.
It's also, it opens up with Asuka. Like, they have her in a helmet at first, but it's clearly fucking Asuka.
Right.
She's in Unit 2.
So I feel like there's a
with
slight...
all the armor on it.
There's a slight, almost furry overlap with Evangelion, because they really have, like, these, like, animal-ear features on them.
Little cat ears kind of...
And I feel like I know what they're flirting with, and it's with fire. They're grabbing towards their way. It's real dangerous what they're doing. But yeah, they rescue Shinji. He's been out for 14 years. I guess probably crying in his sleep subconsciously for the whole 14 years.
Well, he's been inside of the Ava Core.
Yeah, he just traveled through time.
Which, it really seemed like he should have experienced time passing, but didn't. Yeah. So basically he was in a coma after he saved Ray.
Good for him.
I guess he did, like, they say in the last movie that Kaji did something to stop the third impact, but...
Yeah, they don't show it.
But it seems to be Kaoru who did it, because he did it in the after credits trailer in the second movie.
Yeah.
He throws the spear through Ava.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I think that stopped it immediately in the terms of stopping the progression of it, and then what Kaji did sort of like rolled it back and like stopped the event.
Yeah.
Kaoru just paused it, I think.
I do like that they the good thing about the third movie is they set everything up for the fourth movie to be what it is, because I don't want to give away how I feel about it, but it's pretty obvious as we get there. But like everything in the third movie is basically set up for that. And once again, we talked about this before we started recording, but the idea that there was 9 years between this movie and the next one where they feel so interconnected. I'm so glad I didn't see the third one until I watched the fourth one today, like where I watched them back to back, because I would have been fucking insane. Of like... Just a huge like jargon exposition dump at the end of this movie, and then it's left on a cliffhanger, basically.
Well, when it came out, you didn't know how long it was going to be until the fourth one, because there's actually a preview for it at the end, although of course none of that footage is used.
Yeah.
But yeah, you figure like it'll be the same release, like okay, 2 more years, and then
pandemic.
What was the end credits, post credits scene? From the third movie?
Was just kind of a pastiche of their regular like TV previews where, it's playing the song and it just shows like this Ava battle with, cameras swinging around. And they're fighting just a bunch of like random weird looking mass production Avas. Not like the Ava zombies from this movie.
Oh, those are so cool, man.
I think I remember there was like a combination of Mari and Asuka's Ava.
Yeah, it's 2 of them. Yeah, they like combine or something at some point.
Yeah, because I seem to remember when I watched it, and this is probably just an implanted memory, of that scene with Ava 13 fighting Ava 1.
Yeah.
I guess they probably just released that footage at some point. It was I remember what it was. It was a teaser trailer that came out like a year ago.
Yeah.
So never mind.
Well, also let's talk about just the sheer big dick energy of Anno to be like, you know what, I'm gonna put all these teasers out. Ain't using any of that.
Yeah.
You know what? I got more money than God in Japan.
Well, in the
right
end,
now.
it got held up because of like COVID. Like the movie was done, but I guess like the theater chains probably had something where like they had to like get it first. So since they couldn't air it in the theaters, that's why
Scarlett Johansson got involved saying she didn't want it released too.
The cops kept shooting down that drone for the last scene.
Yeah, real sad.
Yeah. One of the things I did like about the third movie, though, is when I saw it originally 9 years ago, and it is such this huge departure, part of me was like, okay, I'm really intrigued to see where this goes. But also part of me was like, ha ha ha, yes, fuck you to the worst fans. I'm so pissed off by it.
Let's go over the basic plot of 3 at least, and then we can talk about how we feel about it. Like, basically, I feel the same way because Shinji's woken up. It's been 14 years since the third impact was started. He's introduced to the new crew that Misato's in charge of.
Yeah, Nerve the bad guys now.
Nerve's the bad guys. I mean, they always kind of were the bad guys.
Yeah, all the other, like, students Shinji's age have all grown up, except for Asuka, who looks exactly the same because Avas make you, like, not grow up or something.
So that's another one I think he did as a fuck you to the fans of, like, he's going to justify that you're still basically jerking off to 14-year-olds, but still
there's
not
that,
right.
But I also think it's, like, kind of a metaphor because those characters have been that age
forever.
Yeah.
They've been simplified.
Because it keeps looping. They keep doing the same thing over and over. Like, you can't... Shinji not being 15 and getting into an Eva is not Shinji.
Yeah, you're introduced to the new crew of people she's working with, too. One of them is Toji's sister, which is Suzuhara. The other is just kind
Short hair Ritsuko.
Yeah, short hair Ritsuko, which... Great look, let's be honest.
That's a good look.
But I do want to say this.
Too.
I kept this note here for the rest of the film, though, and everything else. All the fashion in the third one did not like. I thought it was real horrid.
Right.
It's
Captain Misato, you didn't think?
I feel like
I liked Captain Misato.
It was too. This is going to sound so ridiculous for me to say this statement as who I am as a person, but it was too anime. I feel like
a little bit, a little Chunibyo kind of.
Yeah,
I miss the personalized touches. Like Misato's look, I think is so iconic.
Yeah.
Well, it is. That's why her final scene, she takes off the fucking outfit and she gets her bangs back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How Misato got her bangs back.
Yeah. And then what Kitakari was the one that was like the pink-haired girl that they really decided we're going to put a lot of animation budget into these lips.
Oh yeah. Kitakami, yeah.
I mean, a lot of the subreddits and stuff have been talking about the fan service, but
oh my gosh,
every single episode ended with more fan service coming soon.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a joke even from the beginning.
For the third and the fourth movie, we have to say this. Everybody's in the plug suits now because it's just how, I guess it's more durable for the environment they're in right now.
Well, the Wunder is kind of like they're going into an entry plug.
Yeah.
Right. It's like an Ava ship.
Yeah, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the reasons they get Unit 1 is to use it as a fucking power engine for the ship.
The one to describe it for the listeners at home basically looks like if you made an Eva airship and also made it a weird skeleton with a tail at the same time, which is pretty dope.
Yeah, it's like half Eva, half Condor, half kind of snake-looking thing.
Yeah.
But it's got like a big, long spine, sort of a tail coming out the end.
It's a good design.
Yeah, I think
it looks like it should be really fragile.
In my notes, though, I wrote down it looks so fucking stupid, but I mean that as a compliment.
Yeah.
I want to say that right now.
Oh, it's got like 2 kind of nacelles on the side with big rocket engines on the back, and then 3 huge satellite dishes on the top. It looks really weird.
I don't want to say this is but it's a male. I love a huge satellite dish. Let me tell you.
Surrounded by a bunch of battleships, naval battleships.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got big fucking turrets on the side and everything. It's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You get to meet the new crew. They're all pretty disposable, in my opinion. Let's be honest here.
Yeah. Nobody really pops.
I mean, in the fourth movie, they do a little bit better with their characterization, which is nice. But in the third one, they're just there kind of to tell you what's been going on.
Yeah, because they need somebody there to be doing that.
You should have in the third movie. You should have seen some of humanity's last outpost. Because that's what some of the best stuff from the fourth movie.
Yeah.
And that's what it just needed, some... let you connect with these characters.
Yeah,
it doesn't do any of that in the third movie.
That's sort of one of the things that bothered me a little bit. And they never answered my biggest question about this whole new continuity of the second half of this movie. Is who's building all this shit?
Yeah.
Who, I mean, okay, we see some crew and things working around the various ships when they're powering up the Wunder to launch and all that. But especially Nerve, the new, super evil Nerve now, seems to be Gendo and Fuyutsuki just hanging out in the ruins, fucking
but
like a punk house.
Everybody keeps talking about Nerve as this huge organization now that's putting out all of these basically angel combination Ava units to do their bidding, which is cool. That's one thing I did like about this in the fourth movie. The designs, like we said, they're cobbled together.
I kind of had a sense of the Nerve Avas were grown essentially, the Avas reproduced themselves.
We see them in the third movie. We see them growing a new Ava in a big pod.
Yeah.
But then it breaks when the Ava launches. So I don't know. They're probably growing a lot of this stuff, or just whipping it up out of AT fields.
Self-replicating.
Yeah.
One thing too, we mentioned. I want to get back to. We're technically still in the Moth RuPaul's Drag Race.
North, RuPaul's Drag Race.
But yeah, the crew and all of them are in like plug suits basically, and that's where the fan service and also the very weird dramatic scenes happen. Specifically, I'd say even in the third and the fourth film, they're like having really dramatic moments, and they will really just be like an ass shot of one of them in the suit. And it's
they
like,
definitely do that.
I can't
like
think about these two things at the same time.
times it's because that's where Shinji is looking.
Yeah,
like, you can
that's my boy.
Well, not when he's literally facing the front of her.
Well, he put a mirror behind them so he can look at their ass and talks to them.
That's what he's thinking about.
Real
it's
pervert.
putting us into his head.
Shinji really has grown up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I noticed that a couple of times, but I think too with the crew of the Wunder and their suits, a lot of them they are wearing something bulky over it, so you really just kind of see their legs most of the time. Mm-hmm. Especially with Misato, she's got her big Chunibyo coat.
Yeah.
So you just see like her calves, and yeah, I mean, good calf shot. I get it.
Good, we like a good calf here.
I know how Victorians felt.
Yeah. Give me some of that ankle, baby.
Yeah.
We basically get introduced to. Eventually, Shinji goes off and has a whole fun time with Dad and coworker. I forgot his name. I just call him Dad's
Fuyutsuki.
Fuyutsuki. And also, it's the whole big introduction to Karu, and then also the Rei. That's not Rei. You know how Evangelion works.
Kuronami.
Yeah. Basically, he's introduced to them. He's really super sad when he realizes once again, he's told that all the stuff that's happened. Basically, once again, more exposition dump. Rei's actually dead. You're kind of like the sacrificial lamb. Your mom's inside of the Eva. So sorry. You want to play a game right now?
Play a little shogi.
Yeah.
Have a little nice piano sex with.
Yeah, and
oh yeah, man, that's some real horny pantheon.
Oh yeah, very horny. But the two horses and everything. Yeah.
It's like I want him to tap my ivories, baby.
Oh yeah.
Tickle him, baby.
Yeah. And one of the things I did get a kick out of though is so Fuyutsuki asked Shinji if he knows how to play shogi with him, and he immediately gets his ass kicked, and Fuyutsuki's like, checkmate in 32 moves. And he says, okay, maybe this will be more your speed. And he just collects the tiles and then dumps them out, and they play like basically Go Fish or something, just pulling out. Like, Shinji, maybe this is a little bit more your speed.
I mean, it's one thing I think that I like about the spirit of all these movies. They keep dunking on Shinji. You can't stop dunking on him. It's too good. You can't,
especially at this point.
Yeah. So that's basically the whole setup. He gets to spend some time with Karu and shows him what's happened to the world. She's like,
that's really the meat of the movie.
Yeah.
I think his relationship with Karu.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, I fucked up so bad. I did all this, and then Karu's like, Dad, don't worry about it.
They steal the relationship.
Hey, buddy, don't worry about it.
It's like Gendo tricked you into doing that. He knew it was gonna. You didn't know it was gonna happen. You did what you thought was right at the time. And yeah, he shows like this really fucked up landscape, giant red teeth in the ground, and the moon is all like has a bloody grid on it.
Once again, like the thing I really like about the fourth film, they don't do as much justice. They just show you it briefly in this, and you're like, oh, it's so cool. I want to see more of that. And it's like, yeah, wait to the fourth movie.
Yeah.
Too bad. But yeah, they basically they have all that explanation, and then we get to the end of the because like we're going through 3 pretty quick, so we can get 4.
I do want to say that the scenes where he's bonding with Kaoru over playing the piano, that's cool. They're all shot really well. And also it made me think of the episode of Family Ties, where Alex P. Keaton gets his girlfriend basically the exact same way.
Yeah.
Though their song is Heart and Soul.
With Gay Space Jesus when he showed up at Family Ties.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, there's a lot more Kaoru being like the Jesus of Eva in this one too.
Yeah.
Like doing like little miracles and things like fixing the tape deck and
specifically like in the fourth one too when they have the whole end scene.
Taking off the choker too and putting it on himself. That's kind of a big deal.
Can't wait to talk about the tape deck in the last
film. Yeah.
The biggest twist of all of Evangelion I love so much.
I can't believe Shinji was listening to Podzooky the whole time.
Yeah. Shout out to
episodes 25 and 26.
Shout out to Ano. I guess he's been a fan of Podzooky before he even existed, which is really cool. So email us. I'd like to talk to you. I got some really cool ideas for Shin.
You can get all the podcasts on tape too. But the choker too. When they put the so when Shinji's on the Wunder originally, they put this choker on him. That's like an explosive collar.
One second.
Oh yeah.
Choker, just met her. Okay, sorry.
Hook me up.
I don't know if I like that.
Choker, I just met her.
Yeah. So like Yeah, it's gonna blow up and explode his head, all, you know.
Like the Running Man.
Yeah, or Battle Royale style, when he does the whole God thing again in an Eva. And so, when he meets Kaoru and he's hanging out, Kaoru comes up and totally Jesus-like, he just goes click and takes the choker off Shinji and puts it on himself. Yeah. And says like, oh, I was gonna do this anyway. So, okay, dude, if that's what you're into.
Yeah.
That and piano playing.
And that end scene, because we can just get to the end of 3 where he's working together with Kaoru and they're like in this kind of like dual piloting system, and they've decided that. What was
it's like Maverick and Goose.
Yeah, once again, the jargon and exposition in the last 20 minutes of this film got so complex to the point where I didn't understand what they were doing, but it looked very cool.
Yeah, that's one of the things about the movie, too, that makes it a little bit hard to remember, is they're dumping all this new stuff on you, but it just kind of washes over you and doesn't stick because there's no payoff for anything.
They need to grab the 2 lances, but they don't, and it's bad, but they should, and then he grows 4 arms and he pulls out the 2 lances. That seems really cool.
Well, and they go down to, and there's like a field of skulls, and then thick Lilith.
Yeah, like so thick, Daddy.
Yeah,
like.
Super thick Lilith right there. So yeah, but like no head, but then there's a frozen Ava growing out of where the head should be with spears stuck in it, and so you see this and you're like, okay, they better tell us what the hell this is all about. But then Shinji just looks at it and he goes like, Lilith? And Kaoru's like, yeah, and that's it.
So yeah, I could understand why people were upset at this movie for a while because basically they pull out the spears and it's gonna start the 4th impact, but they stop it, but everyone gets really upset. And then well,
Shinji's like, we can use this to reset things. We can undo what I did, but now everybody. Kaoru's like, no, Shinji, these aren't the right spears. I have a bad feeling about
not
this.
Doing it, and he's only doing it because Kaoru is there with him. You'd think he'd listen to him.
Yeah. And then basically, at the end of the movie, we find out that he's kind of been like taken off by Asuka, and then the Black Ray, if you will, as I like to call her for the American translation. He kind of started the 4th one now, which is like, it's like, come on, buddy, you did the 3rd, now you're doing the 4th.
Well, the Japanese fans too call her Kuronami, which means Black Nami.
Yeah, Black Nami. Oh yeah. Like
which makes me think of like a Blackula version of Ava now.
Or a Blackula version of One Piece, because Nami's one of the characters. Either one, it works pretty well.
Yeah.
But yeah, the movie basically ends.
They have Black Lilith too.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, it's ends. You're saying?
So that's basically the whole 3rd movie. We should just do a courteous review of it real quick, I feel like, and then we can talk the meat and bones, which is the 4th one. I'll say this is going to be 5 out of 5. What the fuck are these spears named, but they're important. I'm going to give it, like I said, I it's not the worst, but the jargon at the end made me just so turned off by like even what was going to happen with the plot that it made me want to get to the 4th one right away. So this might seem a little harsh, but I'm going to give it 2 what the fuck are these spears named out of 5, because I'm just like, I could understand the frustration that fans had. I just feel like it was exposition after exposition. Like, I really liked the fight at the beginning, but I really lost interest after that. So that's, I think, going to make, when we get to talking about the 4th movie, a lot more interesting. So let's say that. Listeners at home, just wait till you hear what we have to say about this 4th movie.
Pre-watching the 4th movie, I would give it like a 1 out of 5 Spears of Exposition. But after watching the 4th movie, I gave it a 3 out of 5 Spears of Exposition.
Ooh, I like that.
It's a frustrating watch. It's a frustrating watch when you don't know if a payoff is coming. Yeah. But once you know a payoff is there, then it's like, oh, okay, this is interesting.
Also, I'll review it based not on post watching the 4th one, because I saw it as its own thing, and it should be its own thing, and I guess that's the problem with it. But 2 out of 5, I guess. It's better on rewatches. On rewatches, it probably goes up to like a 3 or 3.5.
Yeah, I'm going to say the same thing. 3 Ray Shacks out of 5.
Like that.
Yeah, and so
Ray Shack, baby.
Got me an Ava. It's as big as a whale.
It's actually big as like 3 whales.
Yeah,
Thing's huge.
So, can you do mine too?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna the traditional Podzooky whiskey.
Absolutely.
There's a new jingle I gotta make now.
Yeah. Whiskey. There it is.
Oh, I'm gonna use that for sure.
But
is that good?
Yeah, that's funny. Thanks. But I think again, one of the things I liked about it too is just that at first when I saw the first 2 movies, I was like, okay, this is fun, but like, why are we doing this? And then the 3rd movie comes along and
finally
feels
something different.
Yeah, it feels like the whole project was vindicated a little bit, because here, even watching it 9 years ago, I'm like, all right, I really want to see where this is going. And all of those things, yeah, I mean, I did expect a payoff sooner, but when I saw all this weird shit, like the big, weird, bloody, eyeless Ray head up in Gendo's office, and that explodes, and I'm seeing all this stuff, and it's like, okay, I've got to know what's going on here. You have got to give me more of this, because... So, I just appreciated at the time for the sheer number of weird, what the fuck, spirit exposition shit it was throwing out there, that most things can't manage to put that kind of shit in there that you want to know about. Like, the amount of it is much higher than average, I thought, and I really appreciated that.
Yeah, I like that a lot. That brings us to Evangelion 3.1.0 plus 5 equals the fourth movie.
Hey, probably a good place to cut it off, am I right? Right at the end of the episode. It's just myself, since, Martin, Luke, and John. It almost sounds like a bunch of apostles. Talk about Gnosticism and Evangelion. Getting deep into it. Okay, anyways, I'm just going to kind of do a abbreviated, good old end of the episode here. Our guest, once again, was Jon Lyons. Really great time talking with him. If you like what you heard, you can always follow him on Twitter at Frogisis, which is spelled Frogisis. You can find his art there. He's a really great tweeter, and he's just a really entertaining guy, both artist and comedy-wise. Really, really good dude. We're going to be back next episode to talk about Evangelion 4, too, like I said in the beginning, so do not fret. And it's a really good discussion, and it gets a little emotional, because, hey, it's the end of a big franchise for a lot of us that have been following it for years, so it was fun to talk about. And there's some laughs. Everybody loves laughs, right? Good old jokes. The he's, the ha-has. Okay, you probably want to get out of here, too. I get it. Well, we'll see you next week.
We regret that you have not yet complied with our order.
This show has been brought to you by Machine Culture.
The words get stuck in my throat.